So they won, and that was good yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I understand what's going on. We have a torn Dolphin Nation because I got it from my friends. I got it from some of you on the DMs. I got it from some of you on my texts, some of you on Facebook, some of you on whatever. I mean, there's so many different platforms and different ways, and WhatsApp and everything. It's kind of twisted what's going on because there are fans that don't want him to win because they want a better draft pick. There are fans that don't want him to win because they think it's a waste of time winning. There are fans that are saying, who cares if they even make the playoffs? They're not going to do anything. And, it's just kind of twisted. I got to say, and listen, I have my own complaints, my own gripes. It's one of those things that's kind of odd. Everybody has different gripes. Most everybody is unhappy about everything going on. So even in the midst of a victory, I got like a lot of negativity from people. It was just like, and they're like, don't you think that it's stupid that they win instead? And I go, but what do you want them to do, dude? They're professionals. They're not going to just go out there and lay an egg. They got all that film is their resume. So if the guard's not blocking, or if the defensive tackle's not making a tackle, or if the corner is missing, or if he's just doing stupid things out there, or the receiver's not running right routes and all that, and they become free agents, that tape is their resume. You can't ask people to quit just because, I'm not a big Mike McDaniel fan. And what are you going to do? As we've been talking about, they're all coming back. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. And pretty much everybody's told you, and I told you, that the only way there's a chance they would make some kind of a change, you got to lose yesterday and lose one of the next two or all three. And then maybe Stephen Ross sits back and says, hey, maybe I do, but you won this one. You're going to win one of the next two, maybe both. There's no chance. So, but it's really twisted. I mean, I think this is the weirdest reaction to a victory that I've seen from people that I know. It's odd. It's odd. But listen, like I said yesterday, I am not going to root for Calais Campbell to not win or try, or Zach Sealer, or Devon Achane, or Tua Tagovailoa. There's a lot of guys on this team that are busting their ass and they're trying and they're making plays. So what am I supposed to do? Now root for Kader Kohou to get that interception? No, yeah, I am. Yeah. Kader's had a rough one, man. After a great rookie season, he went through a rough one last year with the whole, old man stuff. And then this year you get a new system in and he's kind of adjusted and he's had some good moments. He's had, some negative moments, but he's still growing as a player. I'm excited for him. So, Chop Robinson is playing his ass off. You want the rookie to just turn it off and not get after the quarterback? I don't think so. So in order for him to do it, he saved 4 points yesterday. He stopped that touchdown to Kittle. So what do you want to do? That's what I told my buddy yesterday. I go, dude, what do you want him to do? You want Chop not to go after the deflection and not get a sack? Is that what you want? Then you can't have it both ways, because if he doesn't get the deflection to save the touchdown, he doesn't get a sack, and he doesn't start doing stuff, then you're complaining about his draft status. Oh, he's a bust. Now he's playing his ass off. He's making plays. You can't be pissed about it. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't want people to suck and then you want to then pick on them for sucking because they gave up. Because what are we doing to Tyreek? What he deserves, right? Because Tyreek is lazy. Because Tyreek really doesn't have great concentration. And by the way, he doesn't have great hands. He's been dropping passes and key passes since year one. I'm more pissed at Tyreek Hill than anything else. I'm not pissed at the Dolphins for trying to win. They're professionals. Aren't you a professional? Don't you get paid to go do your job every damn day? And if you hang around and don't do your job and you're coasting, well, then you should get fired. That's kind of what should happen. Can't have it both ways, folks. You can't ask people who are getting paid to do a job not to do their job. And then if they don't do their job because they conveniently are losing for you, you then are going to pick on them for not playing well. I'm sorry. Well, wait a minute. What? So if Chop sucks because this is the plan, but now he sucks as a draft pick. Huh? No. And none of you are going to give him a pass and say, oh, no. Chop is coasting because he's on the tank for a better pick. No, dude. Chop Robinson needs to become a better player. And this is his rookie year. This is how he builds his foundation. He's got 6 sacks. He's got a chance for 7 or 8 or 9 in the next couple of weeks. And guess what? I hope he gets them. I hope they decide victories. It is what it is. I'm more excited about Chop Robinson. A guy said to me on Twitter, he goes, we should have had AVG. But now that I think about it, if we have AVG, we don't get Chop, which is true. You wouldn't have both, actually, because you wouldn't need to draft Chop because you lost AVG. You know what I'm saying? But if you kept AVG, you might not have drafted Chop. And so AVG's 29. Chop is a youngin'. So that's kind of the trade-off. Okay, well, they'll get some production over the next year or two. You will get a younger Chop. That's kind of the way it goes. Can't, one thing leads to another, as the fix would say. So you can't ask the team not to try. You're going to ask Achane to coast. You're going to ask Zach Sealer to not try. You're going to ask Calais Campbell to not try. Really? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to tell Jordan Brooks to not try? No, not doing that. That doesn't make any sense. I get it. Listen, we've all been that person that gave 2 weeks notice. Okay? And that second week that you gave the notice, there's some serious coasting doing. Okay? That week that you're gone and you're not really working that hard that week, okay? So I get it. It happens. It's human nature. You gave your 2 weeks, you got a week left. Oh man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that happens to a lot of people, but so the reaction was kind of funny from some of my folks around the world yesterday, which was just kind of.
This is the